welcome back to my channel. So I am back with another foundation review, and I am really excited for this one because it is a foundation that I have been wanting to try out for years now, but I figured because my foundation collection is just ridiculously huge, I did not need to collect another one. But this is a foundation that I get a lot of questions about, whether I use it, whether I like it, what I think of it. So I figured I would pick it up during this Sephora VIB sale and try it out for myself. Tons of people have been raving about this product for years, and of course I am talking about the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So if you're interested in what I think about this foundation and how it applies to my skin, then please just keep on watching. So first off, as always, let's start off with packaging. The packaging is pretty simple and standard for a foundation bottle. It's a square frosted bottle and you get 1 fluid ounce of it, so it's a standard foundation size. And the worst part of this foundation is that it does not come with a pump. It is a liquid foundation that you pour out onto your hands or onto your mixing palette, which is extremely annoying. I don't know if you can get the pumps separately from Estee Lauder. I know a lot of people use their MAC foundation pumps with this bottle and it fits, but I mean, for the money that you're paying, I wish it would just come with a pump. The packaging is just so-so to me. It's nothing special, and without a pump, it's just irritating. So on the Sephora website, it says that this foundation is a 15-hour flawless foundation that stays looking fresh and natural through heat, humidity, and non-stop activity. So this foundation is very well known for being very long wearing, long lasting throughout the day, and also providing full coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to the demo part of this video, and I'm going to show you how I like to apply it, what it looks like with 1 layer on, and also what it looks like with 2 layers on, whether it's buildable or not. So I'm going to get into the demo and I'll be right back to finish up with this review. I actually have to mix 2 shades together to get my perfect match. One is like a hair too light and the other is a hair too dark. I'm going to mix 2N1 Desert Beige with 3N1 Ivory Beige. So I just poured a little bit of both onto the back of my hands, and I'm just going to mix it with a spatula. And hopefully I got the right mixture today. So I'm just going to apply it to this side of my face first. So I'm just going to pounce this into my skin with a damp beauty blender. The shade is actually pretty perfect today. So this is 1 layer of the foundation on this side of my face, and I'd have to say my skin looks pretty darn flawless. You can still see a little bit of my freckles underneath the foundation, which I love because it just looks natural that way. But all my blemishes, my redness, even my dark circles is pretty much covered up. So on a day-to-day basis, I usually just wear 1 layer of this foundation. I feel like it provides me with enough coverage without looking too cakey or too heavy. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you how it looks with 2 layers on top of each other. So I'm just going to do another thin layer on this side of my face. So this is 2 layers of the foundation on my skin. A little bit of my natural skin is still peeking through, but it definitely looks like I'm wearing makeup. It doesn't feel too heavy or looks too cakey, but it's just a little bit too much coverage for my own personal preference. I think that 1 layer did a good job of covering up my blemishes, my red spots, my dark circles, but still giving me that natural skin looking finish. This is just a little bit too done up for me for an everyday wear. It definitely looks like I'm wearing makeup. A little bit of my natural skin is still peeking through, but a lot of my freckles are hidden with that extra layer on top of my skin. So you definitely get a flawless finish with 2 layers, but I feel like for an everyday wear, 1 layer is sufficient. So I'm just going to even out this side of my face and I'll be right back. So I figured I would compare what 1 layer of the foundation looks like compared to what 2 layers looks like. So on this side of my face, I have 1 layer, and this side I have 2. You can see that my dark circles is a little bit more noticeable with just 1 layer. With the 2 layers, my dark circles are basically gone. But my skin looks really natural with 1 layer on. So I'm just going to do another layer on this side to even both sides out, and then I'll be back. So now that my face is even on both sides, I just want to touch a little bit on the finish of this foundation. It's not as matte as I had expected this foundation to be. You still definitely see a little bit of sheen to my skin, which I think looks really beautiful and really natural. It's not a matte foundation and it's not a glowy foundation. It's just a perfect mixture of those 2 finishes. It just leaves your skin looking really healthy healthy and just really natural looking. So I definitely love the finish of this foundation. So I'm just gonna hop off camera and do the rest of my face makeup, and I'll be right back to finish up with this review. So let's go through all the claims and whether I agree with them or not. It says that the Double Wear Makeup delivers flawless 15-hour staying power, and it is natural looking for Carefree Coverage. It definitely is a very long-lasting foundation. I've never worn it for more than 12 hours, so I really can't touch on whether it lasts 15 to 24 hours or not, but it is definitely one of the most long-wearing foundations I have ever used. I find that after a really long work day, or even after wearing this foundation for more than 12 hours, my skin still looks really good, and the coverage from the foundation is still there. My blush and bronzer might have faded a little bit, but that's just to be expected throughout the day. I'm constantly touching my face and wiping my nose, so if those areas fade a little bit, that's just to be expected. But everywhere else, like my hyperpigmentation around my cheek area, little blemishes I have on my chin area, they're still pretty much covered up. And although the foundation doesn't look as fresh as it does when I first apply it in the beginning of the day, it still looks really good. I find that I don't really have to touch up or blot myself throughout the day. My oils don't really break through. So I would definitely agree to that staying power claim. It says that it's a lightweight, oil-free, and buildable formula. It doesn't change color, leaving your makeup looking as fresh as when you first applied it. That's also true. This does not oxidize on my skin. It doesn't change colors throughout the day. Because it is an oil-free formula, I don't find myself to get too oily throughout the day. My T-zone does look a little bit shinier, like maybe midday or past the midday mark. So I do like that it does kind of control my oils throughout the day, so I don't look like a greasy hot mess. As far as the lightweightness claim of this foundation, it is definitely lightweight with just one layer. I feel like with 2 or more layers, it starts to feel a little bit cakey, a little bit heavy. Like right now with 2 layers on, I definitely feel like I'm wearing makeup. It doesn't feel uncomfortable, but it definitely feels a little bit heavier than what I'm used to and what I prefer. So with 1 layer, it is so comfortable to wear. You can wear it all day without feeling like you have a full coverage foundation on your face. But with 2 or more layers, I definitely start to feel a little bit cakey, a little bit heavy, and it also starts to look a little bit cakey and heavy throughout the day. It's definitely a buildable foundation, but I wouldn't suggest building the coverage all over your face. Start out with a light, thin layer of the foundation on your face, and wherever you need to add a little bit more coverage, just do a few dots there and then blend it out, as opposed to adding another whole layer of foundation on your face. It definitely starts to feel like you're wearing makeup if you do 2 layers that way. This product is fragrance-free and non-acnegenic, and it is Dermatologist Tested. So this foundation feels really good on my skin. It doesn't break me out. I've been wearing this for the past maybe 5 days to a full week every single day, and I haven't noticed any kind of blemishes, any weird like white bumps on my cheeks. So you can get this foundation anywhere Estee Lauder is sold. I of course got mine from Sephora, and it retails for $39.50, and the shade selection of this foundation is phenomenal. I think there are more than 30 shades to this foundation range. I think there's 36 or more shades on the Sephora website. So do I think that this foundation is worth the $40 price tag? And I say yes, it is definitely worth it. I've bought foundations that are more than $40 and even more than $50, and it does not perform or stay on as long as this foundation does. This is an amazing foundation. I get why people have been raving about it for years, and I'm really glad I've got to try it out myself. It's just so long lasting, it looks so beautiful, it wears so comfortably throughout the day. It's just a foundation that does everything I want a foundation to do. So I would definitely highly recommend this product to you if you haven't tried it out already. And plus, the foundation shade range is so wide that you are bound to find your perfect color match. It's not a foundation that I would wear every single day because it is so full coverage. On a day-to-day basis, I just wear a little bit of concealer and I'm out the door. But for special occasions, or if I know I'm gonna have a really long day, I'm definitely going to be wearing this. It's just so long wearing and so long lasting on the skin, and it looks really good in pictures. Whether you're taking flash photography or not, you're not going to get that weird white cast flashback in your pictures. So I really love this foundation, and I would definitely recommend it to you guys. If you've you've tried this out already, let me know what you think of it down in the comment section below. But that is it for this review, guys. I hope you found it helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys. I don't know what it is about my hands that I can't stand. I feel like I used to have really nice hands when I was younger. I feel like I just have really like wrinkly, knobby, nubbly little fingers.